What's going on, guys? So we're going to find out what happened if the worst teams in the NHL had a consolation playoff bracket where the winner actually gets the first overall pick. This year, that'd be the right to draft Matt Consolation. I've heard this idea thrown around a lot in the past, but somebody actually came up with a pretty cool image for this year's playoff bracket, what it would look like. As you can see, you got like the best team, the St. Louis Blues, playing the San Jose Sharks for the worst team, but in this, the worst team is actually number one seed, so then you got Blackhawks and the Flames. The Blackhawks, the worst team in the Central. The Flames, the best team in the Pacific. Over in the East, you got the worst team, the Columbus Blue Jackets, playing the Red Wings, who are the best. Montreal, the worst team in the Atlantic. Playing Pittsburgh, the best team in the Metro. Then you got the two teams in each division who are the next closest. So Ottawa, Buffalo, Devils, Flyers. You got Coyotes or Utah, whatever you want to call them now, playing against Minnesota, and then finally Ducks against the Kraken. And now thinking about this realistically, I feel like if they were ever to do this, it would definitely be a single game elimination, because like these guys are not going to be playing, 7-game series just to try to win the first overall pick. I feel like honestly, on top of it being single game elimination, you'd probably have to reward the winning team $1 million on top of first overall pick, kind of like the All-Star game as well too. I don't think it'd be continuous OT, it'd be shootout, because a lot of these guys are probably thinking, what am I really playing for? But look at it as more of a preseason game than anything else. Like, guys still play preseason games that don't really matter. I don't really think, these are much different. And again, I think the fans would really love it, watching their team try and compete to win that first overall pick. I feel like with this too, whatever team gets second would probably also pick second, and then maybe the third pick would just be the next lowest ranked team. And so I just put the bracket in game, guys. Forgot to mention too, all the lower seeded teams actually get the home ice advantage, which kind of makes sense. You get something, for finishing lower in the standing. Obviously, you'd still probably expect St. Louis to beat the Sharks, even though it's in San Jose. But crazier things have happened. And real quick here, guys, before I start simulating these games, if you could leave a thumbs up on this video, I'd really appreciate it. And so we'll get started here, guys, with the first game, Calgary versus Chicago. So again, you got the best team in the Pacific versus the worst team in the Central. I'm just going to sim the first couple periods. If it's close in the third, we can jump in. Huberdeau opens up the scoring for Calgary. It's now 2-1. Bedard for Chicago. Mangiapane there for the Flames. Shots pretty equal, but definitely a close game. Chicago trying to go back-to-back here in terms of the first overall picks. Bedard paired to Celebrini would be pretty nuts. Sharangovich there makes it 3-1 for the Flames. Only 5 minutes to go in the third. I don't think the Blackhawks going to come back. Coronado makes it 4-1. Papasil 5-1. Yeah, so that is all she wrote for Chicago. The Flames there, moving on. And now next year, guys, we got the best team to miss the playoffs in the St. Louis Blues versus the worst team in the league in the Sharks. With this game here, Zetterlund already scored. Kyrou and Zach Dean, though, answer back. So it's 2-1 Blues. 4-2 now. Saad, Robert Thomas. Ruda there for the Sharks. I mean, Blues would really have to fall apart here in the third, but, I mean, we all saw, Maple Leaf Bruins 2013, so you never know. Eklund makes it 4-3. All right, we got a game now, halfway the third period. Power play, though, for the Blues, and Kunin gets one shorthanded to tie it up. Again, no OT, just a 5-4 Sharks. 3 unanswered so far in the third period. That is crazy. Toropchenko, though, gets one. So a minute left. I have to make sure I intervene, because I know if you let it go till the shootout, you actually can't jump in. So for this, guys, I'll go on the Blues side, but I'll make sure I am just the coach, so I'm not going to influence this at all. And look at that, guys. You actually get the new Sharks logo at center ice. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've honestly noticed that till now. Shows you how much I use these Sharks in this game, which makes sense. Like, how often would you really want to use them? So we got 30 seconds left. Tie game again. Thing going to a shootout, and no one can get a goal. Sturm's on it. Good save there from Binner. 20 seconds left. Sharks had the puck. Blues now counterattack. Zachary Bolduc. Braden Shen. 10 seconds to go. Little toe drag. Loses it though to Vlasic. Bordelot here. One last rush. 5 seconds. Take a shot. Big shot. That's actually Hofer net. I didn't realize. They must have pulled Bennington after letting in 5. So here you go, guys. Time for the shootout. First up for the Blues is Storing Kyrou. What's he gonna do? He goes for the Datsuk flip. Are you kidding me? I think that's Blackwood in net for the Sharks. Just swats that away with the glove, but it almost went in. Like, that would have been crazy. Also, I mean, this is definitely when you go for the Datsuk flip. You don't really care. Eklund tries to actually score, but gets denied. And if I saw that right, was Bennington back in net in the shootout? We'll have to take another look. Toropchenko for the Blues. Interesting choice. Gets denied by Blackwood. Mikael Granlund here next to the Sharks. And yeah, that is Bennington in net 100%. So they threw him in for the shootout. I'm not sure if a team's ever done that. Very funny. Vucinovic now for the Blues. Can he put the pressure on the Sharks? Wow. Big save there from Blackwood. These goalies not letting anything in. Fabian Zetterlund, though, chance to be the hero. Try and give his team a better chance at that first overall. And he gets denied. Okay, I wasn't sure it was underneath Bennington for a sec. They're trying to go through the entire roster. You got Kevin Hayes up next. What's he gonna do? He's gonna get denied by Mackenzie Blackwood. This is nuts. Got Kalen Addison. Interesting. And he gets one to go on the backhand. That's actually a pretty nice move. I should mention, obviously, all the accurate injuries are involved. So like the Sharks don't have Logan Couture playing, the Devils aren't gonna have Dougie Hamilton playing, and yeah, what an upset there. Worst team in the league takes out the Blues. So again, best team to not make it in the shootout. Again, I think that's why this like consolation play would actually be a lot of fun, because you get some like crazy upsets like that, and obviously a lot on the line with that first overall pick. And now next year, guys, you got the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Montreal Canadiens. Again, this is the best team to miss in the Metro versus the worst team in the Atlantic. Russ, Caulfield each score 2-1 now. Caulfield again looking for the Hattie. Matheson makes it 3-1. Montreal's actually outshooting Pittsburgh Penguins by quite a bit. So we got 15 minutes though to go in the third. Anyone's game, I think, still. Obviously, Penguins are hoping Sid can be the hero, but 5 minutes to go. Montreal on the power play. The Penguins do kill it off, but I think that's going to be all she wrote. So that's two. Wow. Posted in 16 seconds left. Too little, too late. So two huge upsets already. Sharks beating the Blues and the Canadiens beating the Penguins. I'm hoping the Red Wings can at least hold on here and not get upset. So Detroit versus Columbus. Again, you got best team to miss in the Atlantic, worst team in the Metro. And 3-1 Red Wings early. Let's go. Cernak, DeBrincat, Kopp, Severson there for the Blue Jackets. 4-1. Resume simulation. Can probably sim the entire period. Again, pending like some sort of disaster. Halfway through, Kopp makes it 5-1. I feel like could pretty safely, yeah, end that there. So Red Wings are moving on. And now next you guys get the Minnesota Wild versus the Utah hockey team, formerly Arizona Coyotes. And in the first, it's 2-1 for the Wild. Kuzadinov, Kaprizov, Dursey for the Yotes. And Eriksson, Goligoski make it 4-1. I mean, yeah, Wild probably going to be winning this. Looks like the Coyotes are shook up about moving to Utah. Lucchini there gets one, yeah, 5-1. Just in the rest of that, and McBain scores, but not going to be enough, so the Wild move on there after a 5-2 win. Now next year, guys, we got the Kraken versus the Ducks. 1-1 after 1, McTavish and Yanni Gourde. After 2, it's 3-2 for the Ducks. McTavish, Lindstrom, Beniers there for the Kraken. Third period, we'll have to resume. I just realized, too, I added Gauthier to the roster to make sure the Ducks had him, but I forgot to actually see if he got plugged into the lines. Hopefully they're rocking him here. McCann, it might not matter. 3-3. Power play here for the Kraken. Half through the third period. Might have another shootout. Again, I can't believe that other one went like 8 shots or whatever. 5 minutes to go. All right, 1 minute left. We'll jump in here. Watch another shootout. Like I was saying, guys, game's tied up. 1 apiece. Less than a minute to go. I do have the accelerated clock on just so these don't take forever. Already 30 seconds left. Zegras. Imagine Zegras did like a Michigan to win the game. That would be insane. I mean, again, I feel like these games would be, pretty lighthearted because as I feel like the players would prefer to have the first overall pick than, 7th, 8th, 9th, but it's not like end the world for them. Lundstrom almost sniped it, but big save there by, I think, Joey Decord with the blocker. Like I was saying, guys, we're going to another shootout here. Hopefully this one doesn't take 8 shots. Jared McCann, first shooter here for the Kraken. Coming down on John Gibson, and goes to the backhand, but is denied. That was a really nice save, honestly. Mason McTavish up next for the Ducks. What's he got under his... Ooh, little backhand, forehand, snipes at top corner. And next year, guys, you got Jordan Eberle for the Seattle Kraken. And tries to go backhand with John Gibson again. Too good. Guesses right. Makes a nice save. So, chance here to win it. You got Troy Terry. I'm pretty sure is nasty in the shootout. I remember in the World Juniors. And looks like he tried to go 5-hole there, but Joey Decord has shut the door. Next up, you got Yanni Gourde. Has to score here for his team to stay alive. And he does somehow. That gets that to slip by Gibson. Brett Leeson, of all players, chance to win it. Gets stopped. Last year's Calder Trophy winner, Matty Beniers. And he puts it 5-hole on Gibson. All of a sudden, all the pressure's on the Ducks. And you got Frank Vetrano, all-star, and he gets denied. Wow, so the Seattle Kraken are moving on. And now next year, guys, you got the Buffalo Sabres with the Ottawa Senators, 2 underperforming teams this season. A lot of people thought one of, if not both, would make the playoffs. Tage Thompson opens up the scoring on the power play. 4-1 now for the Sabres. I mean, I don't see the Ottawa Senators coming back, but we'll wait till at least, halfway through. Okay, as I say that, Kachuk there makes it 4-2. I actually forgot he was on the Sens after being on the Blackhawks for a bit. I mean, Senators power play. They're actually outshooting the Sabres here. Luukkonen must just be playing really well. 5 minutes to go. Again, Sens still outshooting them, but pending something crazy in the last minute, yeah, the Sabres do hold on there and move on. And now finally here, guys, we got the Flyers versus the Devils. I would say the Devils definitely the most disappointing team this season. I think I saw a stat. They had like the worst goal differential difference from last year to this year. I think the Canucks had the best. The Devils, I thought, were going to win the division. The fact that they don't even make the playoffs. I know they had a lot of injuries, but, still underperformed big time. And they're down 2-0 to the Flyers. Connecting Atkinson. Torts finds a way for his team to win. And after 2, it's still 2-0. Resume simulation here in the third. Shots pretty equal, but the Flyers do have the edge. Sealer makes it 3-0. The Devils just come. Oh, and tip it. The Devils continue to be an embarrassment. Are you kidding me? Let's just. I think we can safely finish the game here. And yeah, Flyers held on and won 4-0. And so now next year, guys, in round 2, you got the Wild and the Flames, Sharks and Kraken, Canadian Sabres, and the Flyers and the Red Wings. One of these 8 teams will win first overall and get Macklin Celebrini. The fact the Sharks are still alive, still in it and fighting is pretty cool to see. So here we go, guys. First game is the Wild and the Flames. And the Flames are up 2. Sharangovich, Kuzmenko, 3-1 now. Eriksson X, Wild lone goal. Shillington makes it 4-1. I think Flames probably have this. Power play, they make it 5-1. Ooh, Goudreau. I thought that was a shorthanded goal. Must have scored just after the power play. So we have a game here. While they're down 2, 10 minutes left. Now they're down 1. Matthew Boldy. Okay. Power play. Flames could potentially get it back. They do not. 5 minutes to go. The Wild need one. They get one. Chisholm. Are you kidding me? Ties the game. I think the Wild are going to force a shootout. Here you go, guys. 51 seconds left. What a comeback so far from Minnesota Wild. Obviously, this is a team I don't think's ever picked first overall. I want to say the highest they ever picked was Marian Gaborik when they drafted him 3rd or 4th overall in like 2001, whatever it was. I'm having a hard time remembering right now, but they're a team. They're always decent, never amazing, never terrible. They could use a top pick, especially with the cap struggles they currently have with the Parise and Suter buyouts. 10 seconds left. Do they not want to go to the shootout? Brodin had a nice chance there, but Markstrom closed the door. And so we're going to the shootout now, guys. We'll see what happens here. Looks like Minnesota Wild are rocking. Gustafsson in net. Kadri, first shooter for the Flames. I think the Flames team, even though they weren't great last year, definitely, I'd say, another underperforming team this season. You know, do you expect Kadri, Huberdeau, a lot of those guys to bounce back? I think Kadri did. But obviously, I think, too, the Flames trade away a ton of guys, making it tough. Kaprizov here. Chance to take the lead. Misses the net. That was basically, if you guys didn't watch my Wild franchise series, that basically sums it up, how Kaprizov played for me over the course of 8 years. Huberdeau here, chance to be a hero for once. Gustafsson, though, with a big blocker save. Now, next year, you got Marco Rossi for the Wild. Chance to get the lead, and he does not. Markstrom followed him all the way and stopped that backhand chance. Now, the Flames here, guys, have Mangiapane. Needs one to make it. Ooh, Gustafsson. I don't even think he shot it. He kind of just ran into him. So, whoever's up next, it looks to be Eriksson Ek. All he has to do is score here on Markstrom, the fellow Swede. And he gets denied. I think he tried to go 5-hole, maybe bottom left-hand corner, but Markstrom had the pad down. The young kid now, Matt Coronado, for the Calgary Flames, and he gets stopped as well. Next up for the Wilds, Matthew Boldy, another young player, and goes to the backhand, and Markstrom's too good. Flashes the glove. Not even sure who this is for the Flames. It didn't show me the name, but he got stopped. I don't even know. I think that might have been Jacob Pelche, 81. Not positive. Kazadinov here for the Wild. They're just, throwing out the young players, giving them a chance to shine. And, wow, nice save from Markstrom. We just got a goalie battle right now. Kuzmenko here, the newest member of the Calgary Flames, has done really well since, getting traded there. And as you can see, goes to the backhand, beats Gustafsson. All right, so the Wild have to score this next one, or they're going home. And it's Brock Faber, Calder nominee, and he finds a way. I don't know what Markstrom was doing there. All he had to do was poke the puck, and he just kept sinking back further and further into his net, and then Faber almost lost it, but was able to just, dangle his way basically into the net. Connor Zary here trying to give the Flames another lead. Big save from Gustafsson, basically doing splits there. And all of a sudden, the Wild have a chance to win it. You got Ryan Hartman here. Puck on his stick. What's he going to do? Wow, I thought he had that, but Markstrom, huge blocker save. Next, here's Mackenzie Weegar. They're really, going to the depth chart, and he snipes one. Okay, fair enough. Gotta put some respect on Weegar's name there. Now, guys, you got Freddie Gaudreau, and he gets denied by Markstrom. So the Calgary Flames are moving on to the conference final, or round 3, whatever you want to call it. And now next year, guys, we got the Battle of the Ocean, Seattle Kraken versus the San Jose Sharks. And the Kraken are up 1 early. Yanni Go with a shorthanded goal. 4-2 for the Kraken. Yamamoto, Eberle. Yamamoto's actually got 2. Bordelot, Addison get the 2 goals for the Sharks. So resume simulation here in the 3rd. Sharks definitely have to come alive here early. Power play, they have a chance. Unfortunately for them, Kraken kill it off. About to be halfway through the period, still down by 2. Kraken looking pretty good. Obviously had that big shootout win in the first round versus the Ducks. 5 minutes to go. The Sharks have a power play. And again, the Kraken kill it off. So they are moving on to face the Calgary Flames now in the 3rd round. And it's kind of funny, guys. I just saw McTavish still the scoring leader here with only 1 game played, even though a bunch of teams have played 2. Next year, you got the Buffalo Sabres, Montreal Canadiens. 1-0 for Buffalo after 1. After 2, still 1-0. And Buffalo again's getting outshot. So it just shows you Luukkonen really staying on his head here. Kovacevic, of all people, ties it up. Okay. About to be half of the third. Canadians power play. Can't get it done. Tage Thompson gets one. Now 2-1. Tyson Jost scores immediately after. 7 minutes to go. Buffalo power play. Still 3-1 here. And Buffalo held on there. So the final game in the second round is the Detroit Red Wings versus the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, the Red Wings can find a way. And 1-0 after one. Joe Veleno. Second period. 3-1 now for the Wings. Christian Fischer, Lucas Raymond, Eric Johnson scored the Flyers' lone goal. So we'll see what happens. The Red Wings have 25 shots. Should say 26-14. So they're outshooting them by quite a bit. Travis Sanheim gets one. 4-2 now. All right. So in the Flyers defenseman, they're only scores. Let's see what happens. 4-2. 5 minutes to go here. Red Wings power play. Flyers kill it, but 1 minute left. Yeah. Red Wings hold on. So we have our final four, guys. Our four teams with a chance to pick first overall and get Macklin Celebrini. Again, I feel like whoever loses that final game would pick second. Fabry there is currently leading scorer. He's got 4 points in 2 games. So again, it's the Kraken and the Flames, the Sabres and the Red Wings. So none of like the terrible teams made it through. We'll see what happens now here, guys. In the West, Flames versus Kraken. Here we go. Winner gets a guaranteed top 2 pick. So that's honestly a pretty big thing to play for. And the Flames are up 2-0. Connor Zary, Kevin Rooney, power play and shorthanded. And 3-2. Kadri gets one, so it's 3-0. Eberle Bjorkstrand answer back. So all of a sudden we have a game. Eberle just scored again. Tied up. Okay. Power play for the... Wow. What a comeback. Flames were up 3-0. Kraken got a 4-3 lead. Flames just tied it. 4-4. Coronado just scored to make it 5-4. What a crazy game. These teams, they want the top 2 pick. Okay. They're, Oh my gosh. Kadri again. I think that's a hat trick for him. There's the hat trick in the third period. 7-4 win. I mean, yeah, I don't think we have to jump into this one. That is all she wrote. I think Kadri had 4 goals. Wow. What a game for Kadri. Guaranteeing the Flames, like I said, a top 2 pick in the 2024 draft. And now next year, guys, you got the Red Wings and the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo scores first. Dylan Cousins on the power play. And after 2, Jack Quinn scored. Jeff Petrie, though, answered. So 2-1 now. Hopefully, Red Wings can play them close here. At least give ourselves a chance. JT Comfort, power play goal. 15 minutes to go. Another power play. Dylan Cousins, are you kidding me? His second of the game. Gets that shorthanded. About half of the period now. The Red Wings are outshooting the Sabres. I think the Sabres have been outshot literally every single game in this playoff series. Patrick Kane just scored to make it 3-3. Andrew Kopp 4-3. Potential comeback. Minute and a half to go. We'll jump in here. Wow. Okay, so the Red Wings, I thought they might be done for, but looking like they have a chance. All right, guys, we got 1.5 minutes left. We got the captain out there. He's healthy. Dylan Larkin wins it to Sherratt. Only a 1-goal lead. Obviously, you guys watched the Red Wings final game of the year. Anything can happen. They tied the game with 3 seconds left. Dahlin's on it to Thompson. Buffalo's pulling their goalie here. Pass it behind the net. Go for the Michigan. Do it, Buffalo. Dahlin, nice save there from Lyon. Sherratt's on it. 16 seconds left. Basically just got to kill this thing. DeBrincat probably going to try and score the empty netter here. Larkin does do it. That's probably it. I think that was Sider there laying down. Even when it's just a top 2 pick on the line, he's still giving his body there for the team. You love to see that. So the Red Wings and the Calgary Flames will be playing for the first overall pick. Right here you guys can see current scoring leaders Kadri, 7 points, 3 games. I mean, he literally got all 4 of his goals in that third and final game. So we'll see what happens here, guys. I guess Calgary would have the home ice advantage because Detroit did finish higher than them in the standings, and the way this works, it's like inverted. So the worst team gets the home ice advantage. So Detroit playing in Calgary here. This would be pretty awesome if Detroit can pull this off. So here we go, guys. Consolation playoff final. And Detroit's up 2-1. Kopp and Kane each scoring there. Kane on the power play. Hunt for the Flames. Second period. Let's see what happens. Are you kidding me? 3-2 now for the Flames. Rooney gets one. Same with Hotiak. All right, so I'm just going to intervene here for this final third period. Hopefully the Red Wings can find a way to come back. I wonder if this game would sell out too. Like Red Wings in Calgary, winner gets first overall. I feel like it would honestly be a sold out game. People would be pumped because, like, you know, opposed to cheering for your team to lose to get the top pick, you're actually for once cheering for them to win. Let's see what happens here, guys. Start of the third, Kuzmenko to Kadri. We just got to play big defense. Nice save from Lyon. Robbie Fabry had a point this game, tying him with Kuzmenko and Kadri for the playoff scoring leader. Interesting. So let's see if he can maybe be the hero in this game. Kadri wins it to Uyghur. We got Sider skating up the side. Gives it to Sherratt, to DeBrincat. Nice little move. He's got Raymond, but Mirmanov there intercepts it. Kuzmenko back on it. DeBrincat somehow comes away from that with the puck. Come on. And that was an ambitious shot. Trying to snipe from there. Kadri on it. He's looking for another big game. Just going to hold up here. Loses it. Oh, no. Red Wings penalty, and all of a sudden Flames on the power play. This is a big kill. And that's Sider as well in the box. Not good. Huge face-off here. And there we go. Okay, JT Comfort does win it. Got Gossespear on the PK. That's an interesting choice by the coach. Backlund puts it behind the net. Zary out front. Oh my goodness. As I, kind of ripped on Gossespear, I'm pretty sure he kept that from being a goal. He was able to get his stick on that puck. I think it was literally like right in front of the line. Backlund. No, there's... Oh my god. Wow. That should have been another goal somehow through the crease, and then I think that was Zary grabbed it just behind the net. Maybe that was Coronado. Basically, he just got it seconds late. Otherwise, easy tap in on the empty net. So the Red Wings here just somehow getting by, skin of their teeth. Joe Veleno, another big face-off. Unfortunately, loses it to Backlund. Hits Zary. Nice save, though, from Lyon. And I see the Flames have full pressure. Not good. All right, Veleno wins that one. Sherratt just got to dump it, but the new game mechanics makes it hard to dump the puck, even for computers. Oh, how did Zary send Veleno over the boards? That was an interesting hit. Nice save again from Lyon. Veleno came right back off the bench. That's funny. Didn't let somebody else jump on while he was literally laying on his butt. 5 seconds to go now on this Flames power play. So Red Wings here, able to kill it off. Let's see now if we can tie this thing up. About halfway through the period. Kopp's on it now. Looking for Fabry, middle of the ice. He gives it to him. And, wow, nice save from Markstrom. Oh no, Mangiapane getting behind the defense. We need a big... Wow, what a save from Lyon. Are you kidding me? On the cross crease. That was nuts. Sider grabs it here to Kopp. Oh my gosh, and who's that? Fisher. Basically, give it back to him. Why would you not? Okay, he wants the goal, but gets denied. I feel like Kopp was kind of open there for the one-timer. Sider loses the puck. We got less than 5 to go now. Might be the Flames drafted Celebrini with that first overall pick. Okay, all of a sudden, bad penalty there from Sharon Govich, and the Red Wings on the power play. 4 minutes left. Come on. Perron to Kane, and there you have it, Raymond. Who else but Lucas Raymond? The dude just been an absolute hero in the regular season for the Red Wings. Why would it not be him? Tie this game just like he's done so many times down that stretch. Okay, all of a sudden we got a game 3-3. Let's see if the Red Wings can come away with this. Flames coach is like, what are you guys doing? I want that first pick to save my job. DeBrincat on it. He's got some space to Larkin. No way. Oh my gosh, DeBrincat. October DeBrincat buries that. Unfortunately, though, April DeBrincat does not. Nice little stick lift there. No way. Oh no, that's a Flames penalty. I thought it was Red Wings. Sider, he's just content. Get that extra man. Patty Kane. Got like 4 guys to beat. Just gets hit there, but wow. Red Wings on the power play, 40 seconds left. The refs, they don't care. It's not the Stanley Cup. It's just a first overall pick. They're calling this thing tight. And it's Kuzmenko again in the box. The dude... Or no, sorry, last time it was Sharon Govich. My bad. 30 seconds now. Come on, hold it in. Perron, of course, was the hero against the Flyers to tie the game. Now, the one thing that does suck is it's going straight to a shootout. So we actually only get, like, not even half this full power play. Fabry to Sprong. We might not need it. What a save from Markstrom. Thought that was going to go top corner, but he got the blocker out. 6 seconds. There's no way. Uyghur's coming down. Just don't let him have a shot. Nice poke there. Okay, so you have a shootout to decide who gets the first overall pick. I'm sure people would absolutely hate this. Maybe you could say, like, the final game, you'd actually have it be, like, continuous OT. But I feel like if this was to ever work, there's just no way. Like, players would be kind of hemming and hawing about actually playing in it. But if you said, like, you play a couple less preseason, you get $1 million, they might. And Lucas Raymond gets denied. Kadri's up next here for the Flames. Chance to take the lead. And he does not. Alex Lyon, huge blocker save. Next year, guys, Dylan Larkin for the Red Wings. Come on, the captain. Find a way. And he does. Goes 5-hole there on Markstrom. Let's go. That's why he wears the C. Look at that again. Boom. Back of the net. That could be what wins us Macklin Celebrini. Huberdeau's got to answer here. And he does not. Lyon. I think that might have been a toe save. That was kind of nasty. To break it here. Chance to win it all. $1 million. First overall pick. And he can't do it. Markstrom with a big save, but now it's all down to Alex Lyon. Chance to be the hero. Sharon Govich, of course, had a bad penalty. Can he make it up for his Flames team? He does not. He goes wide and then goes airborne over Lyon as his team loses the first overall pick. There you have it, guys. This couldn't have worked out any more perfect for me. Detroit Red Wings there getting the first overall pick, and $1 million. Not bad. And in case you guys were curious, I think I showed you during the game, but Kadri, Fabry, Kuzmenko were all the playoff scoring leaders there. 7 points, 4 games. It was then Kopp, Raymond, Eberle was pretty big, 4 and 3. DeBrincat, Kane, Sharon, Govich. Obviously going to be mostly Red Wings and Flames. Goaltending wise, Sabre Sandage looks to have actually been Lukin, and I said how Buffalo got outshot every single game, but they were still in it. He had a 9.35 there with a .26 goals against. Actually, Samuel Ersson here, same save percentage, even lower goals against. He got done dirty by the Flyers team in front of him. And so for that consolation playoff, guys, here's what the draft order would look like. Got Red Wings 1, Flames 2, Sharks 3, Blackhawks 4. And so obviously the Red Wings will be running up to the podium. Yzerman announcing Macklin Celebrini as the pick. You have the Flames taking Yzerman there on number 2. And the Sharks take Stokes at 3, who's a made-up guy. So that's where we'll end the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this idea. Would it be something you'd want to see? Again, I feel like they definitely have to do a bunch of stuff to actually make it, realistic and actually make it work for the players. But I do think it'd be a lot of fun. And obviously, like I said, the worst place team would still be guaranteed the 3rd overall pick, which is the same way it works now. As you guys can see, I just quickly ran the draft lottery. You got Flames 1, which is kind of funny, Kraken 2, and the Sharks picking 3. So they're picking in the same spot, but the top 2 picks were actually earned opposed to it being a random. Again, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. If you enjoyed this one, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.